Hey guys, it's Fire Ginger Wolf back here with a Guild Wars video. For this video, we're going to be playing with a Specter support build. So this is going to be like kind of similar. Not the healing was strictly healing. This is going to be offered like boon application or abilities to allies. So kind of similar, but more supporting allies with different abilities instead of straight up healing. So hopefully you guys enjoy the video and the build. Like usual, we'll go through the description, everything, go through everything, do the two games, and then we'll be done. And then go over overall thoughts between games and stuff like that. So we'll start with our traits here. We'll start with acrobatics. We have expeditious dodger, gain swiftness upon dodging. Vigorous recovery, gain vigor when you use a healing skill. Feline grace, gain vigor when you successfully evade an attack. Hard to catch, break, stun, and refill endurance when you are stunned, dazed, knocked down, pulled. Feared, sank, flaunch, low, inflicted with fear. We have endless stamina. The effects of vigor on you enhance, gain bonus concentration. And assassin's reward. Heal yourself when you ever use a healing skill that uses initiative. Heal yourself for each point spent. Trickery, kleptomaniac, stealing gives you 2 initiative. In this case, it would be siphon. Or, yeah, siphon is the steal, or siphon is the new steal. Thrill the crime when you steal. You and your nearby allies all gain fury, might, swiftness for 10 seconds. Preparedness, increase maximum initiative by 3. Gain increased expertise. Bountiful theft. Stealing grants you and your allies vigor. You rip boons from your target and grant them nearby allies. Lead attacks. Increase all damage dealt per initiative spent. Stealing gains reduced recharge. And then sleight of hand. Stealing also dazes the target, reduces the recharge of steel. And then for the Specter, we have access to Steel becomes Siphon, and your initiative is reduced. Gain access to Shadow Force through spending initiative, and gain access to the Shadow Shroud ability. So the Siphon is steal your foe's shadow, slowing them for a period of time while gaining Shadow Force, and all the things that enhance steel go here. And then when you target an ally, grant your target barrier and reduce the cooldown of Siphon. If you are in Shroud, transfer your tether to the target. Yep. And then we have, yep. Let's make sure I'm reading these right. And then we have, that's Siphon. Enter Shadow Shroud. Entering Shadow Shroud and tether a target or previously siphoned ally, granting the barrier. If no target is selected, one will be chosen randomly in the indicated radius. Did I read all these? No, I didn't. Not yet. Sorry. I was getting ahead of myself. Shallow Grave. If the ally tethered by your Shadow Shroud, so this skill, takes a lethal blow, consume your Shadow Shroud to prevent their death and heal them. If you would take a lethal blow, enter Shadow Shroud instead if your Shroud is above the threshold. Then we have Dark Sentry. Apply Rotten Wallow Venom to allies that you grant barrier to. Outgoing healing to allies is increased, which they apply Torment. Amplified Siphoning. Gain increased Shadow Force when hitting a foe with Siphon, which is this one. Grant increased barrier when targeting an ally. Paku's Ambition. Gain barrier when you strike foes with a stealth attack. When you apply stealth to allies, you also grant them barrier. And then Shade Step Siphon now grants you barrier when targeting enemies. And it revives allies when targeting them. Shadow Stepping breaks your barrier and grants nearby allies, proportional to the amount of allies affected. So, like I said, basically, a Shroud ally, you think you basically give them barrier, I think is the way it works. Um, yeah. So if we target an enemy, we do kind of interesting. We basically you're messing with them, and then we grant our target barrier. If you're in Shroud, tethered to the target, which I think is this, which allows you to grant them barrier. I think. Hopefully, I'm reading this right. So those are that's the traits. For skills, we have Well of Gloom. Shall step to your target location and drop a well that cripples foes and heals allies. Well of Bounty. Shall step to a target point and create a well that grants any boons to allies that they already don't have. If allies already have all boons, grant might instead. Devour Venom. Your next few attacks immobilize foes. Signet of Agility. The passive grants increased precision. The active is refill endurance and cleanse conditions from nearby allies. And then Basilisk Venom. Your attacks are blockable and turn foes to stone. For weapons, we have the Scepter and Pistol. So we have the shadow bolts. Enemies, we apply torment and damage. And if we attack or target an ally, we grant them barrier. Shadow sap, hurl a bolt that hinders and helps. Hinder the enemy is weakness and self might. Barrier ally is barrier and ally might. And then we have measure shot. Shadow step and fire a shot that hinders foes and helps allies. So we immobilize the enemy and we can heal the ally. Wish I would have known that with the healing build. Endless night fire beam that hinders foes and helps allies. Damage, slow, and torment. And then the ally grant your target barrier and boons. Headshot daze your foe with a headshot, and black powder create a blind your targets and nearby foes with smoke. And then you have the shortbow, trick shot, fire an arrow that bounces between nearby foes, inflict bleeds when striking poisoned enemies. The stealth, no stealth attack on that one, right? Nope. Okay. Stealth attack with the bow, shoot an arrow that bleeds and immobilizes your foe. Cluster bomb, fire a cluster bomb at target area, detonate in midair for multiple explosions. We can detonate for multiple bombs. Disabling shot, leap away and fire a crippling shot. Choking gas, fire an arrow that dazes enemies on impact and poisons the target area. And infiltrator's arrow, fire an arrow and shadow step to target area, blinding nearby foes. And then we have amulet for carrying for power, vitality, condition damage, rune the afflicted for condition duration, bleed duration, poison duration, and then condition duration and create death nova at foe's location. Excuse me, upon their defeat. For shortbow, we have agony and venom for poison duration and bleeding duration increased. And then for the scepter and pistol, we have sigil of misery for torment duration increase and sigil of courage on hit gain might for 10 seconds. So, like I said, a support build. The idea hopefully is that we are kind of trying to protect our allies with the barrier. Hopefully, I'm reading the shadow thing right. But basically, try and be near our allies in a fight is the overall goal. And all the skills grabbed do help our allies. We can give these to our allies, and then these heal, which again is nice, but mainly have some revive potential, which is kind of cool. I don't know if I had that the first time. I think I had this one. So definitely might go back to that healing build, especially that pistol, and it heals, which is kind of cool. But here we go with game number 1. Hopefully you guys are enjoying these. Like I said, I know some of these builds have been good, some have been bad, and again, I apologize for the delay on these videos. I've been busy with other stuff, and I was trying to make sure I had some stuff up for you guys to enjoy. So hopefully you guys aren't too mad at me, but. Okay, hold on. So, so we shadow step. Okay, so we shadow step and heal. And then we have the beam to grant them barrier regen. Okay. Should make sure I know what I'm working with here.
Not enough energy.
Not a valid path to target. That's just rude. Alright.
The match starts soon.
crap. Get him.
There's one to remember me by. Ready for more. You've captured the field.
That sounds about right.
The Colosseum's artifacts are accruing power.
And fading fast. Fuel your own destruction.
Whew. Need to heal. Alright, I'm gonna run
I
to
don't have enough energy.
5.
The artifacts have reached maximum power.
Come on.
You've lost Dragon.
Come on.
Swift and steady.
You've lost life.
I'm out of endurance. A gift from the shadows. I don't have enough energy.
Blue team has obtained an artifact.
Oh, are you kidding me? Thank you.
Safe from harm.
You've captured Lion. The Colosseum's artifacts are accruing power.
Oh, are you kidding me?
I may not survive.
Shoot. Shoot, shoot, shoot.
Reached maximum power.
Not enough energy.
Dang it.
Blue team has obtained an artifact.
Might, glory. A gift from the shadows.
Come on.
You've lost dragon.
Defeated?
Oh, come on. the the support is kind of a cool idea.
You've lost the field. The Colosseum's artifacts are accruing power.
Swift and steady.
No, get up. Come on, let me get up.
You've lost lion.
Get up.
The artifacts have reached maximum power.
And steady. I may not survive.
You've captured dragon.
Okay. Alright.
You've lost the field. Red team has obtained an artifact.
Really?
Ready for more.
Alright, that's cool. Don't know how I died that fast. Yuck. Shoot. The revive thing is quite cool though. Like 15% is quite a bit, especially instant like with a mouse click. I think that's genuinely a really good ability. Especially if you're close to reviving somebody, like that can be the difference between getting somebody up and or keeping somebody alive. So it may not be like the best, but I think it definitely like you could definitely make it a, you know, I wish I would have noticed the pistol had healing capabilities because that would have been good for the build. I'm trying to think if there's a revive. I could probably make a revive build if I wanted to. Give me a second here. I'm just looking to see if I could make a revive build. I probably could. Maybe. I could maybe make a revive build. Give me 1 second here. I'm gonna make a note of it. And see if I can try it. Insert. No, no, undo that. I want to keep that. Sorry, guys. I just want to make note of this before I forget. Okay, there we go. Alright, so like I said, it might not be the best. Probably maybe should have moved around more, but I could definitely make this a like a movement build. But having the okay, it is weird, and I gotta make sure I'm targeting allies too. But I think that if you can, especially if you're reviving somebody or somebody's close, especially if you can hit them with this, it's 15%, which anything 85 or above, I was just gonna revive them back up, which is good. 15% is a lot. And that's probably the highest I think you can get within one mouth clip. Some skills offer it over time, but with an instantaneous 15%, that's the highest I think I've seen. But the idea was kind of stay back, trying to get in the fight and support allies with the venom skills or dropping the wells and stuff like that. The conditions, endurance stuff, and then messing with your opponents with, you know, doing the steal and all that stuff, or just a bunch of conditions and stuff like that. So it worked. It worked okay. It's just playing it. I wanted to win that one. But again, that's not the main point of these. The point is to make sure that these builds hopefully work or come up with maybe, start getting ideas in my head about maybe if I change this up and stuff like that. But I think if I played it more range based, maybe a little bit more short bow, it might work a little bit better. We'll see. But I definitely think this could be a good build. I kind of wish I moved a little faster. And the venom skills are cool. The immobilize and stun stone, I think, are two of the better ones. I think immobilize can definitely stop somebody from running, and especially with the Basco's venom, especially if you got somebody who does really quick damage, you can definitely trap somebody. Oh, jeez, my skin's peeling. A random comment. But you could definitely get somebody down really quick, especially if it's a necro or something, and then I activate it, half 50% health. If you're targeting them and then you mobilize and then turn them to stone, they're kind of stuck, which could definitely turn the tide, and you getting them down, then you've got your black powder to finish them off, because they rely on their fear skill to knock you away, and if they can't get the feared, hopefully will get the finish in the end. But like I said, 15% is pretty good. I'm trying to figure out if you need to have an ally for the can you just tether somebody and it will do its effects? That's kind of my question. If that makes sense. I don't want to, I wanted, the shroud thing is cool, which I should have gone over. I apologize. But can I trigger that on somebody and have the effects still take in, or I need to be in the shadow shroud? I guess that probably shouldn't be complicated, but apparently for me, I don't know what I'm talking about. So, let's see. So if I target you,
A gift from the shadows. A little
okay. So you entering shadow shroud without an ally. Tether will attach you to your siphon ally. Breaks if you move outside the range. Okay, so they become my shrouded ally. And if I trigger this, then, okay.
The match starts soon.
If you're ally tethered by your shadow shroud, entering shadow shroud without an ally targeted will attach you to your siphon ally. Okay.
Come forth.
I'm struggling, apparently, to just understand basic concepts.
Hold on to your points.
I don't have enough
Seize
energy.
theirs.
Alright. And yes, my build's probably not. I mean, a thief is meant to run around, but I'm trying to show the support side of it by being in fights.
Your enemy took the mine. You've seized the henge.
Ready for swift and steady. Thanks for shouting.
The keep is yours. Spawniers return.
Not enough energy. I can't see.
Okay, that sounds about right. Ah, shoot! Shoot, shoot, shoot. Shoot, that sucks.
They took the henge. The keep's been lost. You've taken the mine.
Oh, that's not very nice. Oh, come on. I can't stay alive long enough to do the support aspect. That's my problem. This game's gonna be over quick, unfortunately.
Your enemy took the mine.
Swift and steady.
You've seized the henge.
Swift and steady. I'm out of endurance. Sharp blades, sharp mind.
Your enemy took the mine.
I feel furious.
The keep's been lost.
A gift from the shadows.
This is getting serious.
The chieftain has returned.
I don't have enough energy. I need healing. Seriously.
You've taken the mine.
Nice.
The keep is yours. Spawniers return.
Ready for more.
Your enemy took the mine.
Might and glory.
Come on, get him.
My pain is easy. Safe from harm. Blade storm. A gift from the shadows. Another.
You've seized the henge.
I don't have enough energy. Wilting. Need more endurance.
Your enemy took the mine. The keep's
Trying
been
to
lost.
I'm trying to decap points. Clearly, it's not enough. No.
Everything's so
Oh, hi there.
The keep is yours.
That sounds about right. Jeez, Louise. Oh, there's two of you here. Lovely. Dang it. Dang it. Alright.
The chieftain has returned. The keep's been lost.
Oh, that sounds about right, yeah. Shoot, that was a chance.
ready for more.
Are you kidding me? I can't move? Oh my gosh. Ah! That's it. I thought I would have escaped.
Spawniers return.
Seriously.
They took the henge.
Dang it. Shoot. It was better than the last game. Well, I don't know. I guess I didn't really get a lot of team fights because I was trying to. And I guess I've always seen Thief decap and never capture it. I probably should have captured him since I had the time. But I guess I'm gonna ask a question. Um, as a thief, is it better to just decap it, or if you can, take the time to capture it if you have the time? I'm just reading here that the thief didn't cap far, and I guess I've always seen just thieves, run off and decap and not worry about capturing it. So I guess if you guys, have an effort, and I guess like I said, I'm learning. I'm still learning. I'm good with some classes, and thief is one I never know what to do with. So if you guys have an answer to that, do you decap, just decap and then run away, or do you actually capture it if you have the possibility to capture it? Because I'm just reading that note, and I thought the decapping was enough. But if you guys have a different or a reason explanation would be good too. That'd be awesome. But I don't know, like the support stuff I think is there. Just me executing it was not there. Like you have the healing, you have the boon application, you have the immobilize, the stone, the endurance and condition cleanse. You also have the revive percentage, the barrier. Then you've got the shadow shroud, which with the trait can prevent a lethal blow. The siphon grants barrier, extra barrier when targeting an ally. Siphon grants barrier, revives allies. So it's the potential I think is there. I think it's just trying to execute it the way it needed to, and I think that's another issue I have. Is I create these builds and I don't play them the way I don't. I try to play them the way I try to force the way they should be played, not play the way they need to be played. Hopefully that makes sense. And I obviously didn't do a good job of that here. I want to say again, I want to say good, but I think it's an okay, good support if you can execute it. I think. So I'm gonna put that. But overall, I did not play it good. That's for sure. Um, but I mean, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video and the build. If you did, be sure to hit that like, subscribe button. Sorry for the last builds not being so great. I am trying, just like it's a little rusty from taking a break. And if you guys are new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Trying to get to 200 subscribers is our next milestone. So when we hit that, that'd be awesome. And if you guys want to keep up with the daily builds, be sure to hit that bell as well. But take care. Have a great rest of your night, guys, and I'll catch you in the